Um, well, we do have some sad news, but a life well lived, certainly.
Yes.
Former Governor George Nye passed away at the age of 98.
Good
You
long
know,
life.
no
Good
kidding.
long
And
life.
his public service record, amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
was there one thing, like little factoid, that's really stood out or shocked you when you were
Um,
going through these?
so I loved when we talked with the mayor of Oklahoma City this morning, David Holt, who is
Hmm.
really big on bipartisanship and reaching over the aisle and people before party. And George Nye is one of a number of governors that we have had, and one that was still living, who really did put policy and people over partisanship.
He absolutely
And
did.
just a statesman. And so it's just really refreshing to honor that part about his political career. And I love the story about when he was a state representative, long before he was governor, his one man push to get Oklahoma to be officially declared as the state song for Oklahoma. This is long before my time here, way before.
Yes.
I think it's fitting, but apparently back in the day, there was a ton of pushback. They did not love this New York musical that was making fun of Oklahomans like we were all people on the prairie and wearing our long skirts, and people were not fans at the time
They
of
weren't.
Oklahoma. And so he thought it was a fitting state song, but there was a ton of pushback. And Lucas Ross was recounting in vivid detail this morning to me the day that was coming up for a vote at our state capitol. And George Nye worked the room like nobody's business. He'd gone to a school that was performing Oklahoma and asked if the students would come and perform, and the teacher said, well, I guess so. And he said, okay, tomorrow, I need you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then he went to get a Steinway piano and said, can we borrow your piano and have you come play a song at the Capitol? And they said, I guess okay. And he said, okay, tomorrow, we need you there tomorrow. And he got one of the actors, Curly or something, and said, would you come talk to the legislature? Well, I guess I could do that. Okay, tomorrow, we need you to come tomorrow. And they did, and he had all these pieces in place. And when it came up for a vote, his master plan played out before the legislature, and I don't know what the final vote was, but he won.
It was vision. He had a vision, and he was a visionary, and how appropriate. And I certainly don't think that the musical is making fun of Oklahoma, and it makes me sad.
Well, we've come to love it now.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I do understand that thinking. Maybe, kind of. It's a beautiful song. It was Rodgers and Hammerstein, for heaven's sake,
Yep.
It is fitting, though, and bless him. Bless him for pushing.
His little one-man crusade.
He did have a one-man crusade. I did not know that he was the first Oklahoma governor to actually be reelected.
2 terms. I didn't know that either.
Office.
Yeah, I think it was Kevin Ogle that told me that the other day, and I thought, oh wow.
I know.
We had a lot of
wow.
But something about that makes sense too, because every time it comes to a presidential election, we do hear how Oklahoma tends to kind of like to buck the system. We have this sort of thing in our spirit where we think if you've been around too long, we should be a little suspicious of you.
Time for you to maybe move on.
Yeah. Then we like newcomers. We like fresh ideas.
Yes.
And we like someone who's not just been in the system too long. It's a career politician. So we do have that. And so I shouldn't have been so surprised by that, but I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. I was too. But he had a very long, amazing life, beautiful family. I love the fact that
Donna,
he really did
his
stress
longtime
bipartisanship, did so much for the state of Oklahoma. And as you mentioned, he was a statesman, and nothing but praise from both sides of the aisle in his death even. And I was thrilled to see that, especially since things are so fractured right now. So this was a lovely moment.
Yeah, sure was. A lot of coming together. He's will Lion State next week, so we should be talking about Governor George Nye for the next week.
Yes, and we might learn some more new tidbits. Who knows?
So.
Yeah.
98 years. There's a lot to tell.
There is a lot to tell.
I like the video that we play of him too, because it goes way back.
I know.
Before the eyebrows were so white. When I moved here in 2000, he was gone fully white in the last 25 years or so, and so he's got such a cute look, and it's fun to see him back before he went all white.
Yes. I saw a black and white photo when he was very young, and I almost didn't recognize him at first, because sometimes it's like, okay, that is a stark reality of because I'm like you. I'd only seen him the last 30 35 years. And it's like, that's what's still in my head.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
to see all of his life.
The
the span.
progression.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Mhm.